I think we can all agree that Super Smash Bros. Doesn't disappoint in terms of content. Asking for more content in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate seems a bit ungrateful. I mean, there's over 900 songs in the game, and Masahiro Sakurai and Nintendo really put their heart and souls into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and you know what, screw it, I'm doing this. For this list, I'm just listing music that feels like glaring omissions. Songs that not only encapsulate the most memorable moments in their respective games, but seem like obvious picks for Ultimate. Plus, I'm sticking to the franchises I'm more familiar with. So no Fire Emblem stuff or any of that Pokemon stuff. I mean, you people got spoiled, let's be real. These songs, in my opinion, should be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Why 12? Because 11 was already co-opted by that man-child with the glasses.
Ah, dang it! Ah!
If you ask me, Star Fox Assault soundtrack is criminally underrated. It's full of orchestral renditions of classic Star Fox music as well as a ton of originals, and the one song I believe should be in Smash. The theme of Corneria.
Nope.
It's a remix of the first level of Star Fox 64, which I'm surprised never made it into Smash. It's the song that sets the tone for the entire game. It has this tense atmosphere throughout with the string section freaking out in the background for minutes at a time. The 64 version of it's okay, but it sounds like a $20 Casio compared to the Assault version. Put this behind a bunch of 4-year-olds playing Smash and it becomes a grand finals match instantly.
Don't fuck with a witch.
When I think of Bayonetta, I think about a witch covered in her hair, which sounds disgusting as all hell, shooting up angels with their hands and feet in the cemetery where Beautiful Joe and Eggman were laid to rest. Bayo is fucking weird, and that's not even the half of it. Sung by Helena Nogueira and arranged by composers with Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, and Devil May Cry in their resumes, Fly Me to the Moon is Bayonetta's most iconic song, hands down. It brings old-time New Yorkers and Evangelion fans together, and it reminds me of those god-awful QuickTime events, and fuck that shit. It's the song that introduces Bayo to the player, as well as being one of the most hectic remixes of a jazz standard I've ever heard. It's like a multi-car pileup of J-pop, disco, and jazz, and god damn it, it's beautiful. And I know you have to go through Platinum Games, then Sega, then Brenda Lee, then the ghost of Frank Sinatra, and then the final boss, UMG. And after that you might have a small chance of getting the rights to put this song in Smash Bros.
As long as there's music, I'll keep on dancing.
Just wait for it. It's gonna be epic when it happens. Wait for it. Almost there.
Now how the hell did Pokey Means Business not get into Smash? You fought monsters, zombies, aliens, dinosaurs, traffic signs, circus tents, and a pile of literal vomit up to this point. Now you face off against the fetus of an almighty alien god that will bring forth the end of days for humanity. It baits you with this chiptune. Then it does a complete 180 and becomes metal. It's the ultimate shit just got real song, the climax of Mother 2 and my personal favorite of the entire game. It's got the thrash metal influences of bands like Anthrax and Slayer with guitar and double kick pedals that the SNES replicates pretty well. Unfortunately, we can only imagine what an official Smash remix could sound like.
You dare bring light to my lair? You must die!
I mean, where's the goddamn Hyrule Warriors music? I mean, really though. For me, this was a toss-up between Ganon's theme from Ocarina, Hyrule Castle from Link to the Past or Breath of the Wild, and the mass amount of Hyrule Warriors music that was just forgotten. Think about it. Dynasty Zelda was ported to the Switch and would have tied in perfectly with Smash Ultimate. Plus, these are epic symphonic metal songs that would have worked great in Smash. Now, two things come to mind when I think about F-Zero. This. And this.
What the fuck is that?
Let's not forget that F-Zero and Mario Kart got decent representation in Smash. One is a happy, colorful, fun-for-all-ages kart racer, and the other is a blood sport that ends when your lifeless corpse crosses the finish line. Both are fun and were developed by the same people, but the real question is this. Should I include a Mario Kart song or an F-Zero song in this list? How about both? Now, if you lived in Japan and had the 64 disc drive, or dynamic drive, which is an add-on for the N64, you could play a version of F-Zero X that had more content, a track editor, and a metal version of Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road. And if you lived outside of Japan, tough shit. The Double D sold poorly and never got an international release, leaving behind the best Rainbow Road remix the US will never know. Unless you boot up Project 64 and can read kanji.
You never see it come back.
Now, I don't know much about Persona, but I do know that we're getting some kick-ass J-Disco in our future. I can remember when Sonic and Snake showed up in Brawl way back and everyone just lost their shit. Now with Mega Man, Bayonetta, the Belmonts, now Joker, it seems like anyone's fair game for DLC. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Noob Saibot, Sweet Tooth, or Negan get announced at this point. Everyone has their favorite songs, but the battle theme from Persona 5 should definitely be a shoo-in for Smash Ultimate. Hopefully we get more than 2 songs.
Well, shit. Yeah, why not?
Chaos Control!
Sonic Generations is one of the very few 3D Sonic games that I consider an actual video game, and not some busted piece of shit. It's not bad, actually. They forgot about Sonic Rush, the Master System games, Sonic Fighters. Hey, remember Crisis City? However, 3DS owners get something the console and PC ports missed out on. Perhaps the hypest remix of a Sonic song to ever exist. A remix of the final boss of Sonic 3 and Knuckles that's about 3 minutes long, for a fight that can be beaten in under a minute. How did this not get in the other generation ports? How did this not get put in Smash?
One eternity later.
Damn. This remix is still going. The boss died hours ago. I honestly thought we would get more than Secret Slide and Bob-omb Battlefield in Smash games, considering that Super Mario 64 is regarded as one of the best video games ever made. Mario and Sonic at wherever the Olympics are being held at that year got their remix, so couldn't they just copy it over to Smash? The massive tone shift compared to the rest of Mario 64's music, the orchestra, the sitar. Bowser's Road would have been perfect for Smash, but no, it had to be in a fucking sports game. Don't tell me it's because Bowser doesn't have a stage, especially when you can put the airship theme from Mario 3 over New Donk City. Also, the foot races are bullshit. There's no way a Mario character is beating Eggman in a foot race. He outruns Sonic for fuck's sake. I know what you're thinking. If there's one series that needs more music desperately, it's Punch-Out! There really isn't much in terms of music. The NES game only had like 5 songs and the Wii version has 14 remixes of the same music from the NES game. So what else is there? Super Punch-Out is my close second favorite Punch-Out game, succeeded only by the Wii version. I feel the mass gathering of composers and arrangers for Smash Ultimate could make some epic remixes of each of the circuit themes. I just don't get how Super Punch-Out was left out.
Colonel, I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Good job.
Now remember, there's a 1 per franchise rule for this list. My choices in what makes the list are strictly limited. And yes, there's plenty of Metal Gear Solid music that could have been viable picks. Especially the opening theme from Sons of Liberty. It's a very motivational orchestrated piece full of suspense, just a badass song overall, and... But say what you want about Revengeance, it's one of the most intense games I've ever played and one of the most intense soundtracks ever made.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. It's a 4 out of 10.
Take your pick. Any Revengeance song will do fine. Like Mistral's theme, or Monsoon's theme, or my pick, We got Tomorrow Is Mine. Great. We got Mysterious Destiny. Great. We got Snake Eater. Awesome. But where's the lyrics? It's more of a personal preference, but I prefer the option to choose the songs with lyrics over the instrumentals. Come on! I mean, we get the Sonic songs and Calling to the Night with lyrics. Even Jump Up Superstar and the WarioWare stuff as well. Perhaps it's a copyright issue, but this just seems like missed publicity to me considering the game sold around 12 million units as of recording this. There's nothing wrong with the instrumentals, but just compare the 2 versions of Snake Eater and tell me which one's more epic.
The trial to survive for the day we see new light. I give my life.
Snake Eater just doesn't sound the same without the vocals, and the same goes for the Bayonetta music. Now before we get to number 1, let's just roll out the honorable mentions. Trust me, there's no way I'm fitting everyone's dream song and every viable song into this video without it being 3 hours long. Well, here goes nothing.
can't guide you. What you thought was real is just a lie too. If you can't find the truth will find you.
Probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Konami gave us 34 Castlevania songs. Capcom gave us almost the entire Street Fighter II soundtrack. Square Enix gave us only 2 songs. 2. It's not like Nobuo Uematsu has created some of the most climactic battle music in video games, right? Right? He's even worked on the Brawl soundtrack and he couldn't get more than 2 songs for his effort? Imagine playing Smash to Dancing Mad or Zeromus's theme. Imagine fighting to the Advent Children soundtrack or any of the Black Mage's music. Hell, why stop at Final Fantasy? What about Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, Romancing Saga, Kingdom Hearts, Super Mario RPG? The Bouncer. Konami straight up sucks as a company, and Capcom probably would have charged money for each Mega Man song, but they still gave us so much content that it seemed like Square Enix was just flat out ripping us off. There's so much great Final Fantasy music that it's almost impossible to just pick one, but here's my pick. It's Dancing Mad. And I think that's gonna do it for this video, so, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, pray to your feeble god, and do your blood sacrifice, or whatever it is YouTube's notification system runs on these days. Leave a comment down below if you think there's a song that belongs in this game, or just make your own goddamn list. Either way, thanks for watching, and have a good one.